And we are live. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers, y'all.
All righty. First thing right off the bat, I am not drinking whiskey tonight because I've already been drinking a few beer. And yeah, you don't want to go that way with
Yeah,
it.
don't go backwards.
I'm just going to keep sipping on Yingling and
Ooh,
do the
good
thing.
one.
Yeah, got a whole
I'm
ice chest full of it.
starting off with a little bit of wild turkey in consideration. Wild
Mm.
Turkey Day.
All right, we got. I saw Fulton earlier. He stopped in, but Lori was here. She said she'd be in and out. We got Mike Carrier, Kitty 303, Jerry J. Of course, you're here.
Of
And
course.
Jimmy Lacari's in the house. There, Fulton is. So Fulton, he's back. It saved me some pumpkin pie. All right. Well, I do like pumpkin pie. I could not eat dessert. My eyes got too big. Oh, and there's Big Daddy H. My eyes got too big for my stomach. But we had such a big spread, and you try to get a little bit of everything, and then you're like, "Well, I
Mm-hmm.
really like this, so I'll get just a little extra of it." And then by the time you're done, you have a 4 pound plate, and
Yep.
so yeah, that was
that's
it.
that's what you're supposed to do on Thanksgiving.
That's right. But now that and it took me a while after we ate. We eat at 3 in the afternoon, so
Oh, okay.
and then most of our guests were leaving about the time I started setting up uh, the show. They had to get home. It's getting dark, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Little kids,
Yeah.
some of them had little kids,
Yeah.
so they got to get them into bed. But yeah, I got set up and everything. So yeah, we're good to go here. It is double entry night tonight. So if you're behind, it's the night to catch up. We may not have that many people here. The fewer people we have, the more chances you have of getting these hashtag spins, and every one of them is going to be worth 20, except the number one is going to be worth 40 tonight.
Ooh, dang.
Yes. And the put me in at 8 p.m. is going to be worth 10 entries for everybody. It's usually worth five. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of, and don't have to, but any super chats or super stickers, instead of being worth five for every $1 donated, they will be worth 10. So
Nice.
it is catch up time. I posted the community thing out earlier showing where we were on entries. There is one person in particular that has over 500.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Yep, and the next one in line after that. Now, the number of entries don't matter. It only takes one to win. But of
Of
course,
course.
odds are there. Lori's here. Yeah, and Lori, if it lands on me tonight, Lori will get the 20 entries for the hashtag, or if it's the last one, she'll get 40. And then I will spin again after that to make sure everybody gets a chance. Lori also gets automatically put in for the put me in if she don't get it in. So, so next week, guys, this is it. This is
Mm-hmm.
the week before the giveaway, which means
I'm excited.
let me show you what we're playing for here. Oh
Got it
my
all made
goodness.
up, do you?
Oh yeah. Now, of course, I throw in a little extra swag in there. Let me get these things here out the way. You
Some
get
stickers.
this amazing homemade 24 nosing kit. And I don't know if you can tell, but they're numbered. And then
Mm,
there's this cheat sheet that comes with it that lets you know
okay.
what each one of the numbers are. 24 different notes, everything from rose, raisin, maple syrup, all the way down through licorice, chocolate, and corn, and everything in between. I do have a second nosing kit. Jimmy's Random Content is the only one that has won it so far. And of course, I'm going to throw you some stickers and stuff in there too. But you
Nice.
get that. 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a Bourbon Bounty logoed crystal whiskey glass, and a
I
virtual
want one.
private tasting with me so I can walk you through how to use this thing. Oh, I'll set that back on the floor, but it's ready to go for next week, and I will have it uh, ready to display again next week. What's up?
Quick question for you. On the
Okay.
corn, do you have like, is there a difference between your a corn and say a malted corn note, or at least maybe a malt,
Well, yeah, because typically what you run into with malted
like
barley is
barley?
typically
Okay.
the one. Corn is sometimes people will try to malt corn. I mean,
Yeah.
malting process. All you do is you put it under the right conditions so that it will begin to
The
sprout.
sprout. Yeah,
So it's a
I've done it.
germinated seed, and then you put it in a warm bath, shallow water or whatever, and right when it starts to split and that starts to come out,
Yeah.
that's when they will stop the malt. They will, heat it up and stop the process, kill it,
Hmm.
all that, and it lets out a lot more flavor,
I guess
to it.
I guess my question more is, do you have a note for malt? Just like in general, like a barley malt or a corn
No, I
malt?
don't. It's very,
Okay.
very hard to get your hands on a malted grain to put in the jar.
Well,
I may add one later on, but not even in Nose and Kit B do I have a
uh,
malted grain in there.
okay.
It's just too hard to come by, and they won't last. They spoil.
Mm, yeah.
So if I don't get them
Okay.
in the alcohol, I would have to make up a whole bunch of vials ahead of time and just
Mm,
have them ready to go into because otherwise they would spoil. They get mold on
gotcha.
them and get fuzzy.
Yeah. Then it's we're off note then.
Yeah, oh, right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're not getting the true aroma. But now corn, I just use a ground corn, white corn is what I
Okay.
put in there. But I did get some yellow corn from the guys at the farm
Hmm.
in Franklin, Kentucky. And I use some of that from time to time, and that's that non-GMO yellow corn.
Okay. Like a yellow dent.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
And they had it all ground up pretty fine, so I can use it. But
Excellent.
mostly I just scavenge for things, and it's not really that important. Um, if you any corn will do because that
Hmm.
corn note, once you learn to isolate that note, then you know you can pick it out even in its different variants. But before we get too deep with this, let me
Take a
go ahead and
whiff.
put the hashtag in.
Mm.
Tonight's giveaway for hashtags is top 10 Thanksgiving dinner dishes.
Oh, perfect.
So the first one coming up, it's ranked number 10, which means it can only get better from here, is green bean casserole.
No, my wife would be annoyed.
Now, these are the most popular. This is ranked by popularity.
Okay.
And I was surprised at the number one. I'll just tell you
Yeah.
that.
Now it's accompaniments.
Now this
What
is
was it?
everything from side dishes, main course, desserts, the
Okay.
whole thing.
Okay. So we're talking probably pumpkin pie, dressing, mashed potatoes, that
Yeah,
kind of
stuff
stuff.
like that.
Turkey,
Yep, all that.
ham.
Yeah, and it's just, but there's a few little things. Just wait for me to post it because it's a little different, written differently. You have to get it exactly right. So,
Ah, gotcha.
mm.
Oops, sorry.
But that's going to be our first hashtag spin. But yeah, man, we had a lot of people over. We had close to 20 people in the house, counting the immediate family here. But man, we had a lot of food, and we had three different tables set up in the house, and people were spread out all over. I had the game on the 100-inch screen. My wife had the game on the living room TV. Um, yeah, we had appetizers out ahead of the main meal. Little snacky snack stuff,
There you go.
crackers with cheese log and stuff like that. And then we sat down and had the meal. And man, I took one. That was one of those times I took one bite too many,
I
and I just
had
had to
something
go
this
back.
year I don't normally. I had some leftover oysters that I hadn't shucked from
Mm,
about 2 or 3 days ago when I bought some. So I had some oysters on the half as an
all right.
appetizer.
Cool.
Oddly, something different.
Yeah. And one year, then nobody was coming. It was COVID season, time, and
Yeah.
and we weren't having anybody over. We cooked a chicken.
Oh, really? A chicken. Okay.
Yeah, because it was like whatever. We made a couple of little sides to go with it or whatnot. But yeah, we did a chicken. RB. I see RB in the house too. Um, I hope everybody out there though has had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody's still enjoying the day. Y'all can see I got my little Christmas tree sitting right here beside me because Thanksgiving for me is over. We ate at 3. Now you can put the tree up.
There you go.
So I did have the tree on my last video though, because my when I reviewed the EH Taylor
Mm-hmm.
on Monday, and for whatever reason that video took off. It really did well.
Good.
So yeah,
E.H. Taylor's a good drink. It really
yeah,
is. I mean, it's really kind of hard to find sometimes for unknown reasons. I mean, my brother just found what was it? Not the bottle and bond, or some another different version of that down here that I hadn't seen. I mean, I
right.
normally get the small batches, all I ever see down here. The rest of their expressions, I never see them.
Yeah, but I did rank it up there, not into heck yes, but I did put it pretty high in yes. I
Mm,
mean, I really liked it. I thought it was a good.
yep.
So how much is that? Does that bottle run you down there?
Yeah, it's like around $60.
I think it's well worth it. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, I think MSRP on it's like 46 or something.
Now, if you could get it for
If you can
50,
get it for
55,
that, yeah.
then
Yeah, if you can get it for 50
absolutely,
bucks, yeah. All
I'd
day
buy it
long,
all day
get you one of
long.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's a
like
great,
miles.
just to keep on the bar, like
Yeah.
a Wild Turkey 101 or something.
Yep.
You know, I get that stuff by the handle just to keep it on the bar because it's
Mhm.
good for whatever. I
Yep.
mean, you can mix it, you can have it on ice, you can have it neat. It's just a good all around daily kind of sipper, and it's cheap
Yeah. It was
because a
a
fifth of
it
that
was
is what, $23 or somewhere in that
right.
range,
Yeah,
maybe.
the 101.
Yeah,
The EH Taylor was tipping toward the sweet side,
yeah.
but it wasn't too sweet.
This
So
one is this one's a little sweet,
yeah, it's the foolproof
the
1792.
foolproof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. It's fairly dark, but it's a little sweet, just a
Yeah.
touch. But
And
it
again,
doesn't
if you're
drink at the proof,
yeah, if y'all are
at
just
least to my.
joining, I'm not drinking bourbon or any whiskey tonight because I was drinking beer while watching the football game, and I'm not going to switch gears in that direction. So I'm drinking Yingling tonight because it's Thanksgiving, it's special occasion.
Have you tried the Hershey's chocolate porter one yet?
I have. It's good. It's not my favorite. But I'm going tomorrow morning to get the Goose Island,
Oh, okay.
and I already touched base with Total Wine here, and I'm going to line up down there probably about 8:15 or so for the
Okay.
9 o'clock. I'll just stand in line for 45 minutes because if you don't, they'll run out of variants.
Oh, okay.
And the house is kind of crowded when I talk to them, so I just they're getting 3 variants, and it's unlimited on the base. But I'm just going to get 6 of them, and I know I can get more because they're, you know, I mean, if I start hearing things about how freaking great it is, I'll run back and buy a couple more bottles of the base.
Yeah.
But I do
I think
6 so I can try one and then have develop over 5 years. So that's the way.
21090 has had a review on a few of them, and
Hmm.
I think Andy really liked the Biscotti
Hmm.
one. Um, I haven't seen them around here yet. I looked last Saturday when I was out at
Well,
Total
they're not
Wine,
supposed to
and
release Bourbon County Stouts till Black Friday.
oh, okay. Well, that makes
I
sense. That's
think
why
they
I
get
didn't see
stuff.
it.
They get stuff directly from Goose Island, I think.
Mhm.
So stores will get banned from selling it if they release it early.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I got you. Oh, that'll make sense then.
Yeah, and that's why I have to get down there and line up because look, I got to do the spin.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I got to get my phone out. I didn't plug my phone in. All right, there we go. Now it's up here. But yeah, let me excuse me. Let me spin this first one. And remember, every one of these now is worth 20, except for the last one, and it will be worth 40. So good luck, everybody, on the double entries for the week before the drawing. This is the last chance to get entries. Big Daddy H. All right, let me write that down. And mark this one off. Let the confetti die. Then we'll stop sharing, and I'll get the next one set up. All right. Now we're doing top 10 Thanksgiving dishes by popularity. And this is numero 9.
Dulce.
Yeah, this is 9 though.
Of course, it's Red Guani. Would you expect anything less?
Yeast rolls.
Oh, I love me some yeast rolls.
Yeah.
And
Have
the
you heard
sourdough rolls are even better.
Yeah. Have you heard of panole?
Panellet?
Yeah. PANO and then LAIT. It's French for
Mhm.
bread of milk.
Oh, no, I haven't heard of that one.
It is a super soft. It's very difficult to cook, but I made it one year because I just wanted a light, fluffy, airy. Oh, they're so good. They're almost like eating donuts, though. They melt in your mouth.
Oh, okay. Well, that does sound good. Shoot. Do you have to add, add yeast and let it proof and all that stuff?
It
Oh,
just
nice.
you add so much cream to it or milk that it
Yeah.
almost won't hold up.
Oh, shoot.
And then you let it rise, and
Yeah.
then when you pull it apart, like you want to pull them all apart and let them rise in the pan you're going to bake them in. You don't want to handle it
Hmm.
after that,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, because you'll
because
knock them down.
yeah, you'll knock them right back down, and then you bake them, and they bake quick, but they get a nice golden dome, on top.
Mmm. Yummy.
And man, you cut those things, and when you go to cut them, you need a bread knife so you can really slide it because a butter
Oh,
knife
yeah.
will just you might as well just tear it. Um, but you get them out hot and put that butter on there, and woo.
Oh, my mom brought over some cinnamon butter that she made. That's good on it.
Well,
Good
happy
hot butter, too.
Thanksgiving. Heartside is here. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope everybody here had a wonderful time, and is still having a great Thanksgiving. But yeah, man, we're doing top 10 Thanksgiving dishes. Don't judge. I got this off of a website. I can't remember which one, but it was popularity by popularity. So you're going to see a lot of favorites down through here. One of them I've never done before. I've heard of it, but I've never done it. And yes, I am drinking beer tonight because I was already drinking beer before the show started. So there we go. But excuse me, man. I was going to ask you about your Christmas plans this year. I know we're a month away, but anything special coming up?
Not that I'm aware of.
The only thing
You know
special
me,
for
I'm an old married guy, so whatever the wife says is going on is what's happening.
well, what I did do ahead of time is I went and bought. They always put Stella Artois on sale this
Hmm.
time of year, so I spent $100 and bought a bunch of Stellas.
Oh,
And
that's a good light beer.
oh, it is, and I have the glass with the gold rim, and and all
Hmm.
that stuff,
I
and
got one of those.
that's my Christmas treat, and I'm going to be off for 12 days.
Wow,
Now,
that's awesome.
the way it worked
Through New
out
Year's
is
too, then I guess.
yes, but the way it worked out is I was able to take 4 days of PTO and
Hmm.
get 12.
Perfect. It don't get much better than that.
uh-uh, because I'm off. I took the Friday off, the 23rd.
Uh huh. Day
Then
before.
it's Saturday, Sunday. Then
Hmm.
Christmas observed Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I took 3 days off that week. then New Year's Eve observed on Friday, and then New Year's
Yeah.
Day observed on the 2nd of January.
Very
So
nice.
I'll get well over a week off there.
Excellent.
So, and I'm carrying hours into the next year, so I can be ready for spring when I
There
travel.
you go.
Oh, got a new
Exactly.
car. Got a new car.
I know. I saw that. That's very cool.
Yeah. The Honda contacted me, and I just bought the car like 18 months ago. And they're like, hey, well, the way the market is, we're trying to build our used car lot. We're willing to make you an aggressive offer on your car.
Hmm.
So I went in. Now they have a limited new car stock, and they were
Yeah.
trying to get stuff and all that. But I found the one I wanted, and I actually upgraded the car. But I paid because I bought a year-old model, and I got them down on the price,
Yeah.
and they offered me it was 25,860, and I paid
Hmm.
24,999.
Oh,
So they gave me more than I
bonus.
paid. Plus,
Heck
we had
yeah.
been making payments, and we make more than the minimum payment, so we had equity in the car anyway. So I was able
Mhm.
to upgrade to a hybrid, Honda Accord Sport hybrid.
Nice.
So now I have remote start along with, and I don't have to plug my phone in to the car.
And
It just connects.
that remote start is super handy in the wintertime.
It is.
Oh, when you
Well,
can stay in a nice warm house and go warm my car up for me. Thank you.
and in the summer, let the air
Oh
run a little
yeah,
bit.
exactly. Well, yeah. Well, mine's got it where I can hit the button and kind of lower the windows down a little bit.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then, but it don't start. I don't have a remote start, so it doesn't help. It helps get rid of some of the heat to do that, but because down here in Texas, if you really should keep your windows cracked a little bit just to let it so it don't build up to 120 or
Right.
30 in your car.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and I was burnt by living in Texas for 18 years. So, and
Hmm.
when I say that, I mean literally singed. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. By the
what
short and
was
curlies.
what was that year? Gosh, I can't remember. It was like 2000, maybe around 8 or 9, or no, it
Mm.
may have been later than that. It may have been like 2012 or somewhere along in there, where we had the record-setting triple digits for so many days in a row.
Yeah, almost 2 months.
Gosh, that was
Yeah,
brutal.
never got below triple digits for almost 2 months solid.
And
It
when
was
we say that,
rough.
it didn't even get down below like 110.
Yeah, it was just stupid hot.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, my brother, he'd catch me on the tractor or something out, bush hogging and stuff, and he's like, "Man, how can you handle this?" I'm like, "Well, you build up a tolerance to it.
Yeah. You just got
And
to
then
take breaks
water.
and drink a lot. Yeah, drink a lot
Yeah,
of
drink a
water.
lot of water. I got to keep hydrated.
All right. Did I
I'm
shout
kind of
out
bad
Jerry
about
J? I
that,
think
but
I did. I see Johnny Jim in the house,
Johnny Jim's new.
and yeah, I did call out Heart Sight and RB, but they are also
Hmm.
here. So double entries tonight, guys. So if you need to play catch up, these are all worth 20. And I'm going to go ahead and write this down over here on the side, so I'll remember to give double entries on all of these. Everything is doubled tonight. And we do have some people with a lot of entries, but it only takes one to win.
There you
And
go.
let's see, what time is it? 7:08. We are about to spin this next hashtag worth 20 entries for yeast rolls. All right, so let me go ahead and present this. Share the
What's everybody
screen.
drinking tonight in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead and pop it in there. Probably
I wonder
still
what
drinking some
RB's
wine.
sipping on.
Here we go. It is top 10 Thanksgiving dishes by
Oh,
popularity.
Kathy Bates just may have snuck in there.
Guwani. Congratulations.
Water for Guani.
All right, mark this one off. Let the confetti die down, and I'll set up the next one. And oh,
Oh,
Kathy Bates. I'll get that in just a second.
Kathy Bates upping her ante on the entries tonight.
Now, the dishes here, I will tell you this. This includes side dishes, main dishes, desserts, everything. So this one is apple pie.
Apple pie. That should be pumpkin pie.
It's coming. Don't worry about it. Popularity. Remember, we're only
Oh,
on number 8.
well,
We're
you're right. This is America. We got to have this pumpkin pie.
burning
Burning
chair. Oh,
chair.
that burning chair is good.
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, it's really good. It's finished in cab barrels.
Oh, okay.
It comes in a black bottle. My only beef about it is it comes in a black bottle, and it's a
So you
heavy
can't
little
tell.
bottle, and you can't tell how much you have left.
Yep.
Well, what that does is encourages you to have a backup bottle on hand at all times.
Exactly. Oh, sound like the neighbors are firing off guns.
Oh man, that burning chair though, it's really really good. I won't say it's like heck yeah, but it's up in the yes for a
Oh,
finished
okay.
bourbon. It's really good.
Hey there, Kathy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to write Kathy down. There we go. I got it. Hello, Kathy Bates. How are you? And everything is all entries are double tonight. So that's a lot of entries there, Kathy Bates.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, man, I'm tomorrow. I'm getting up early. Well, I say early. It won't be early. I'm gonna get up and go over. I'll probably leave here about a little before 8 o'clock, and I'm going over to Total Wine and get in line so I can get my Goose Islands.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, I'm looking for the variants when I do that. So I'll drop that coin tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
after that, we're going to look for maybe some other. I'm not going to get like to a place like at crack of dawn. Uh, that's the only thing I'm really racing for because they do run out quick.
Oh yeah, I bet they
So you
do.
have to get there if you want those variants. Um, Other than that, we'll I'm gonna be looking for a few other little Black Friday deals possibly during the day tomorrow. But what does other people have planned for Black Friday? I didn't used to get out at all. I would just stay home
Mm.
all day.
That was my plan until you mentioned something about the phone deal there. So I may
Hmm.
be looking into that. And Total Wine's not that far from me, so I may head over there too.
Yep. But
Pick
yeah,
me
man,
up
hit
a
that
couple
hit
of
that
those.
Verizon store. Grab it because if they're going to give you an iPad, an Apple Watch, and the earbuds,
That's a heck of
and
a deal.
upgrade you to the iPhone 14 Pro, then why not? Yeah.
Exactly. I'm all for that.
Hmm. I hope there's no catch to it, like, well, you got to pay the taxes on it, or something. But
Yeah.
it says on us. But even then, it wouldn't be, that much. But yeah, it's hopefully it's a straight up deal on
Mm,
that. I've
that'd
just
be
been seeing
nice.
there's a commercial on with one of them. I don't know her name from Saturday Night Live. She's been doing those commercials, and that one dude's supposed to be Scrooge, and and she's telling him about the deal. That's where I heard
Mm-hmm.
it from.
Oh, okay.
They play it during football. Watching the
Oh, okay.
Razorbacks, yes, sir. And we were watching. We watched the two of the NFL. The Bills were on playing Detroit Lions earlier, and then Dallas was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I actually turned it. I think I no who
Did they win or no?
I don't know. I was helping my wife with the dishes, and we had 20 people over.
Let's see. I bet maybe Mike Carrier might know. I I'm a Cowboys fan because my best friend in the Air Force back in the early '90s was from Texas.
Hmm.
So, and I'm down here in Texas now. He actually lives about, oh heck, 15, 20 miles from me. So we're
Hmm.
still best friends, after, I don't know, 30 plus years now.
There you
And
go.
he was best man at my wedding. I was best man at his wedding,
Awesome.
so, but he was a Cowboys fan. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not really into any kind of football, don't care, but I'll
Yeah.
pull for the Cowboys. And I've been a Cowboys fan since the '90s.
Oh, Dallas is up 21-13. Yeah,
Sweet.
and yeah, they were looking decent out there.
They'll probably
But
shoot themselves in the foot, but
that's what I told somebody earlier. They were talking about the Cowboy, and I said, my only problem with the Cowboys is they work hard sometimes, and they find a way to lose when they're not
I
supposed
know.
to.
I know. There's so many dang jokes about the Cowboys too, But I still like, come on, you can do it. Well, maybe not.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Fulton.
still, maybe next time.
Yeah, Fulton said his mom made some green bean casserole, and that's his favorite Thanksgiving food.
Mm,
And tradition. It's good to have it. And I'm assuming, don't know, but the green bean casserole I grew up, that our tradition was cream of mushroom soup, green beans with the onions on top.
there you go with the dried
The
French onions and
dry
stuff on
French
top.
onion on
Oh yeah,
top. Yeah.
that's the good stuff right there. My
And
wife makes a more, I don't know, kind of a lighter version of that, basically.
uh,
But
well,
I like that one.
if I made it, it'd be a heavier version of
Yeah.
it.
I'd throw some extra sour cream and some cheese
Yeah.
on top, and
No
I do it
cream
like that.
cheese and heavy cream and all
Exactly.
kind of
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Exactly. That's the way I'd do it.
Hmm. But yeah, Mike
Go
says he
on
can't
here.
watch it, but he's following it. Yeah.
Pie is not horrible. Pie is
Well, it
life.
depends on the pie.
I love pie. All pie. All of it.
What about
I'll eat any kind
mincemeat?
of pie. I'll try it. I haven't tried one yet, but I'll eat it.
Mincemeat, there's no meat in it. It's just
No.
really cooked down. It's almost like a fruit cake, but it's
Yeah.
black in it. But it's
Yeah.
all made
Heard of
into
it,
a
but I
thing.
haven't tried it yet. But any other pie, berries, it don't make no difference.
Oddly,
I love pie.
my favorite is a good, if it's made right, cherry pie.
Hmm.
Um,
I like cherry. I love chess pie.
yeah, but the only time I ever really did cherry
Buttermilk.
pie was 4th of July,
Uh-huh.
and I'd make cherry pie, and I didn't want it hot or anything. Then I wanted it because it's 4th of July.
Yeah,
Put
you
it in the
don't want it
fridge and
hot.
chill it. But I made my own cherry pie filling.
Oh, nice.
And so, but the cherries I bought, they had seeds in them, so I had to,
Gotta pit them.
pit them and all, and then I soaked them in that sugar, coated them and tossed them in there and let them sit there and sweat down.
Marinate for a bit.
Yeah, for
Or
a couple of
macerate, I should
days.
say.
Yep, and
Yep.
then I added a couple of little extra things. I can't remember what all it was, and filled it in that
May
pie
have
filling.
improved. It may have included a little alcohol in there.
It could have probably maybe had some bourbon in it.
Mhm. I think might be good to include with a cherry pie is some Luxardo cherries
Mm-hmm.
and some of that juice. Oh, I bet that would turn out fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
grab
much of
another.
a baker, but
I'm gonna grab
get you a
another
beer.
beer. Yeah,
Get you a
but
beer.
I'm still on mic, so I can hear you,
All right, Jim.
and you can hear me too.
Yes, sir. No, I love pie. About any kind of pie. I'd rather have pie for my birthday than birthday cake. Give me a nice pie with some ice cream. That a la mode. That's good for me. Or what's the one with the use? It's like a oh heck, it's kind of um like a cream thing. It's all made of like sour cream and cream cheese. Uh, it's thick, and then they
Are
usually
you
put
are you
like
talking about
cherries or something on
cheesecake?
top of cheesecake. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good too.
Oh heck yeah. Now cheesecake rich.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thin slice of that stuff, boy. You don't
Mhm.
want a whole lot of that, or I can't have it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
At first I
Kidding.
thought you were going to talk about a Boston cream pie, but
No, that's good too.
well,
But man, like I
my
said, the pie. I love chocolate pie. The mile high pie. Silk pie. There's
yeah
just
my
so many pies that are good. Rhubarb. I don't care. I like pie.
yeah my favorite pie is key lime.
Key lime pie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had that plenty of times when I lived down in Florida.
Yep.
When I was in the Air Force, I was down in Homestead, which is just up from the Keys. I mean,
Yep.
it's 5 minutes to get from Homestead to Key Largo.
Hmm.
No, what was it? Marathon Key. And
Well,
man, key lime pie, that's good stuff.
oh yeah, I got to spin. Hang on just a second,
Mm.
and I'll tell you. Oddly enough, where I've had the best one
Oh,
because
nice.
I've
Katie
had them
makes a
all
fine
over.
cheesecake.
All right, apple pie. As American as here we go.
There we go.
Good
Spin it
luck,
up.
everybody.
Come on, fingers crossed.
And we're
Daddy
landing
needs some points.
on Newfoundlander Eagle
Oh,
family. All right.
congratulations.
Congrats. And then let the confetti die down. And
Oh,
then get
well,
this next
Gawani makes a good flaky crust pie, but he don't like to eat it, which is
one.
okay. I mean, good old flaky, that buttery flaky crust on pie. Oh, that's some good stuff.
Now, here's the debatable subject coming up.
Oh,
All right. So,
wait.
what's your favorite cranberry sauce? Does it have ridges like a can and it wiggles and
Yeah.
jiggles, or is it homemade where you steep the cranberry?
Honestly, I had both today.
Yeah. Yep.
But if I had my druthers, I prefer the can. You know, you cut both ends off and go wonk,
Yep.
and you got the whole can come out. You know, just
And it's
slice it
still
up
got the
enough,
circles on it.
and the
And then you can
circles.
just slice along the circles. Yeah.
I like it. I love it. It's just so good. But my mom made the relish kind where you actually take the cranberries
Yep.
and cook it down and stew it up with I forgot what all's in there. She
Oh,
puts
yeah.
three
My
or four
wife
other
makes a
things in there,
mean.
and that stuff's good too. It
Yeah,
really
it
is.
is.
But it's completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really completely, because it still has that same kind of a cranberry
That
flavored
tart
taste to it.
texture.
But yeah, the texture is completely different.
But
But I love them both.
I like what she makes because it's like I take the dressing and the turkey and I put gravy over both, and then
Hmm.
I sprinkle her, scoop her
Oh, the
cranberry.
relishy kind. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because you don't like it. It's not a chunk.
yeah.
You can spread it out and mix it in good. Teresa
Exactly, like a
LaGuardia.
salsa.
Hello, happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, Teresa.
We are on
She was over
cranberry
on
sauce.
she was over
So,
on Crazy Ann stream earlier.
oh yeah. Now this is tonight's top 10 is top 10 Thanksgiving dishes. So it includes cranberry sauce as well. So
Yep.
I
Cranberry
don't. I
sauce is
never.
good.
I never really thought of cranberry sauce as a dish
Mhm.
because we always just had the can. Ploop.
Yeah, it's an accompaniment.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you never eat it any other time but other Thanksgiving, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't think of any other meal that I ever have cranberry sauce with other than Thanksgiving dinner. But
But
it's kind of sad.
I tell you what I did before, like the leftover turkey. I
Hmm.
put I took a burger bun, like an onion roll,
Hmm.
and I put the mayo on both sides, and then I put the turkey and a little bit of dressing and the cranberry sauce, and then put the top back on it and ate it. That's actually pretty good.
Dang.
It's
I was
it's
watching um, Jason from Mashing Drum, and he
mm,
suggested take your stuffing and then put turkey in the middle of the stuffing, and he added a couple of other things in there, and then stuffing on top of it, and then put that thing into a panini press. Press it down with a
oh,
panini press, so you have a stuffing sandwich basically with
there you
turkey and
go.
everything in there. I bet that would be good with some gravy on top of it. Oh man,
Oh yeah,
eat it like a hot brown kind of thing, you know.
yep.
I
Now
bet that would be good.
a lot of
I
people
think that's
cook.
the I think that's the biggest thing that I love about Thanksgiving is all the leftover stuff. You can do so
Oh
much stuff and
yeah.
have leftovers for days. It's just
See, what I always did was I took the neck, heart, liver, whatever was in the bird, and
yeah.
I would just put it in a pot and put water on it and let it sit there and simmer for hours, and then make.
Hmm.
I use that along with drippings to make the gravy, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
But a lot of people I found out they want to sear like cook the heart and liver and stuff,
Hmm.
and then they chop it all up and put it in their dressing.
Oh, okay.
And they say it brings out the flavor, but because you're using chicken stock pretty much to
Sure.
make your dressing, make it moist,
Yeah.
and but it puts that turkey flavor into the
Yeah.
dressing. And I thought about, but I need something to make my gravy with, you know, and so well, I
May
say I
13th.
do, but my wife made it all. She killed the gravy this year. It was perfect.
Awesome. Mine was a little thin. It was a little lacking. I didn't make a roux. I went with the old cornstarch thing, and it was
Yeah,
yeah, it didn't have quite enough cornstarch, so it got a little thin.
yep. And that's the way
But
what
it was
she was.
still tasty.
Well, yeah, but that's what my wife had been complaining about year over year. Her gravy was too thin. It was nice this year.
She made her a good roux this time,
Yeah, she
thickened
did.
it up nice, excellent. My
Yeah.
dad was our gravy guy. I mean, that man could make gravy out of anything, and it was
Oh
perfect
yeah.
every dang time. I don't know, understand how he did it, but he knew that if he was making gravy for biscuits,
Hmm.
or if he was making gravy for uh,
Like etouffee or something.
chopped beef on a shingle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shit on a shingle. Yeah.
Well, I was being politically
Yeah.
correct there,
Yeah.
kind of
We can
but
we can
yeah,
we can say it quick.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite breakfast things right there, boy. Biscuits and gravy or shit on a shingle.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's good eating.
I made some for for the kids here. I took the dried beef in the can, chopped it all up real small, and chipped beef, and I
Chip
made the
beef.
gravy, and I put that in there. And you
Mm.
got to be really careful. Don't salt your gravy until
Oh
you
no.
taste it,
Oh
and
yeah.
then be very careful. And I did the toast, and I did the open face chipped beef, and I
Mm.
thought, man, they're going to lap this up, and they're like, yeah, it was okay. I was like, oh,
Oh man, they just don't know.
mm-mm.
That's good. That's good eating right there, boy. Oh, that'd put meat on your bones.
Yeah. My other favorite thing is buttermilk, homemade buttermilk biscuits,
Oh,
the
love
crumbly ones,
that.
and then make a good sausage gravy. And I like
Yep.
taking the whole stick of sausage, throw it in there, and like brown it up, and then
Yep.
you throw your flour in there from the oil from the sausage, and add a
Yep.
little more butter, and make a good
Perfect.
roux, and then just start making your gravy from there.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't have to add hardly any salt to that if you have a good sausage.
Uh-uh. No, exactly. Just start adding you some milk to it until you get it to the
Yep.
right consistency, and you're good.
And put that
Slap it
over
on
those
some
biscuits.
biscuits.
Woo!
Mm.
And I like
You
leaving the
talking
bigger
eating, boy?
chunks. I like
Yeah,
leaving the
yeah,
bigger chunks of
yeah.
sausage.
Oh yeah. Got to be a little chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's good eating right there. Ooh.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we
Old
talking
Mike
about deer
knows
camp
about it.
food now. Yeah, we talking about deer camp food now.
Oh, that's just normal eating back in Kentucky. I mean, shoot, I
Yeah,
was raised in Western Kentucky. We eat. I'm kind of a little bit glad that I'm living down here in Texas now. We don't have as much fried foods like we did
yeah.
back in Kentucky. I mean, we fried the heck out of anything.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Well, and like I like going every once in a while. I don't do it all the time because one, it stinks your house up when you fry
Yeah,
stuff.
it can.
The oil gets out in the air, and
Yeah,
sticky film. You got to wipe everything. It's a lot of cleanup. But I like doing chicken gizzards.
the gizzards. Yeah.
Yeah, and I cut them down where they're bite size,
Oh, okay.
and then I do them in egg, and then I do in my flour. I season it up with salt, garlic powder, turmeric.
Oh, turmeric.
The sweet paprika, and I put a
Mm-hmm.
little smoked paprika. I do
Marjoram.
the whole big thing, and they come out really good. I mean, they are so
Yeah,
good. But like I said, it's just a lot of cleanup when you're done.
yeah. The only thing I didn't like, well, I worked as a chef for a while in Kentucky, and I mean, I made all kinds of different things, but one thing that they would like was the chicken livers and the gizzards. But
Hmm.
I never liked the livers. The only time I ever liked chicken livers is in boudin.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good that
boudin
way.
is good.
Other than that,
Yeah,
and
I like
the
beef
liver,
liver over chicken
uh,
liver. Yeah,
I've made that too. I had to cook it for. They wanted it, liver and onions, and
yeah,
I'm like,
that
I'll
stinks your
cook it.
house up
Oh,
though.
it does. It just smells the whole place up, and I'm just Ah, I
You
just
know,
I
the
can't
best
do
thing you can do though,
it.
if you ever do it again and find yourself doing it, make sure you marinate it or let it soak in buttermilk for
Oh,
about
for
an
sure.
hour, and
Oh
then
yeah,
just get ready because your buttermilk's gonna be pink. You
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. It
All
just
right.
turns to
Well,
buttermilk. But
yeah, we need to spin. Let's do
spin it
this.
up.
I love my little phone settings on here. All right, here we go, folks. Every spin is worth 20, except for the last one's going to be worth 40 because we're on double giveaway tonight. So good luck, everybody. And here we go. Kathy Bates. Kathy is
Of
racking it up. I
course.
think Kathy may end up with the nosing kit. I don't know. We're going to see. All right, congratulations.
Congratulations, Kathy.
And I'll set this next
Miss
one up
Sexy
here.
Voice.
All right, hashtag. Now, this is another one that depend. It depends. I've had good and I've had not so good.
Okay.
But I don't. I'm not a big dessert fan of stuff that's too sweet. And I've had this where it had just a little bit too much brown sugar, and they put the marshmallows on top and all that,
Mm,
and it was more like,
yeah.
why don't you put that on the pie table? I don't want it with my meat.
Well, it's just like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, it pretty much does. It tastes like sweet potato pie.
Yeah, it
If you
does. It's
do.
really good though. I'll eat sweet potatoes. We actually didn't have any this year, which is surprising. My wife
Mm,
loves sweet potatoes,
yeah.
but we didn't. I don't know why she didn't have any this year. It's
But what I like doing with them is when I do mashed sweet potatoes, I don't boil them. I bake them.
yeah, yeah, of course, that's the way to
And
do it.
then you scrape it, and they make, and I add cream to it, and they make the fluffiest mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
And I make them savory with butter,
yeah,
and that's the way I
yeah.
like
They
them.
use some of that. Can you get that Kerry Gold butter? Have
Oh
you tried
yeah,
that? Is it,
yeah.
oh, that
That's
butter's the
table butter there.
bomb.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but see, that's the butter I put out on the table, so
Mm,
and let it soften so people can add to if they want to.
yeah.
Yeah.
On your rolls too, boy. Oh, that
Oh
butter is
yeah.
just the bomb. I love that stuff.
Man, I'm trying to lose weight, and we're sitting here right after Thanksgiving.
Well, Christmas is coming up too, so
Oh
don't
yeah.
worry about losing no weight until after the first of the year. So
Well, I
just
mean, I
give
don't
it
know
up.
if anyone's noticed, but I have dropped about probably 20 pounds.
Nice.
So
Not me. I weigh the same year in, year out. It don't make
yeah,
no difference. I lose a little bit in the summertime, just mainly from water weight, sweating my butt off down
right.
here in Texas. But I stake around 180, about 180.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
maintain.
I was getting too far above 200, so I'm
Oh,
getting back down around the 200 mark is where
there
I
you
am.
go.
And so I was up
Excellent.
about 223, I think, and now I'm down around probably 205.
Nice. Perfect.
I need to go about 15 more
Well,
pounds, but if I go below
get you back where
one
I'm at, and you'll be right. You'll be normal.
man, if I go too far below 190, I don't have any energy. I lose. I mean, I'm right around 192. That's probably my
Okay.
ideal spot. But
I'm probably if I had to, as far as pant size and stuff like that, I would say like 165, 175 would be max for me. I
yeah,
tend to hang around 180, 170. I think the last time I went and got weighed was 171 or something. So it's a little odd, but
Jerry J said I fluctuate between 135, 140. Well,
there you go.
what was and it's all relative to height and muscle mass and all kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But I had keg
150 in the
mass.
Air Force the whole time.
I had keg mass. That's what I had. I didn't have muscle mass. and but now when I was like, what the hell's making my clothes shrink? And it wasn't the
mm,
clothes, so
washing it all hot, were you? That's what it was.
no. But yeah, it was me. It was me and not the clothes. What got me was right before we went to Vegas.
Yeah.
I was trying to weigh a suitcase that was borderline,
Okay.
and it ended up weighing 48 pounds, and they can't go over 50.
Okay.
And so I was like, man, that's close. So I got on the scale and weighed me so that I could then pick up the suitcase and then calculate the difference.
Gotcha.
And I was like, what? Is that me? I was like, no wonder I can't wear half the clothes in my closet.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I was getting ahead of myself as I walked along. My belly was anyway. Yeah, I've got it back down under control.
Well, I think they call that Dunlap disease.
Yeah, and the thing is, my dad and I both have the same disposition. We drink
You can
beer.
blame it on your daddy.
Well,
Big Daddy H.
we don't like our bellies don't do this. They're hard as a rock, but they just get big.
Yeah.
It's like, like how many months are you?
Thank
Yeah,
you, Fulton.
winning 28-13 in the fourth
That's
quarter. All
good.
right.
In the fourth quarter, that's good.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll hold on. Come on,
depending on how
Cowboys.
much time is left, yeah, they probably can hold on to this one. That'll make Lone Star happy and
Mm,
some of them other cats.
hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Are you fanning it with them now? That's what you said earlier. You kind
Yeah,
of
I'm still pulling for the Cowboys, but
all right.
like I said, I've been pulling for the Cowboys since the early '90s. Well,
Yeah.
actually, late '80s, because I was down in Homestead at 80, 89, 88, 89. So yeah, like 90, I started pulling for the
Okay.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna pull for them.
Yeah.
I know that they're back and forth, and
Well, it's Jerry
it is
Jones.
what it is.
It's Jerry Jones. If he,
Yeah, he needs to
and
go ahead and just sell his share and let somebody else take over, and maybe we'll do a little better off. But who
yeah,
knows?
and he
I
would
don't
put
keep up
yes
with it enough.
coaches in there, and he would get a good coach and not let him coach. And then
Yeah.
and Tony Romo, somebody came up with a song about Tony Romo there around DFW area, and it was based on Blondie's Heart of Glass. And it was like, despite the stats, he still can't pass, and he has bones of glass. That's what it was.
Oh, I mean, there's so many things about that, that they're just so easy to hack on. I think
Yeah, but
but there's there's a tornado coming, so head to the Cowboy Stadium because there's no chance of a touchdown there.
right,
And then my vacuum stopped working. I put a cowboy sticker on it. It sucks really good now.
yeah, and
There's so many different ones.
yeah, it said the
Oh, there you
Cowboys
go.
couldn't get to practice because they painted a 50-yard line at the entrance to the
Not a bourbon.
practice
I know.
field. Oh yeah, the Redbreast. Yeah, they said the Cowboys couldn't make practice because they painted a 50-yard line in the entrance to the practice field, and they couldn't cross it.
Yeah, I know. It's just so easy to hack on, but I I'm still gonna pull for them. I don't care anymore. Like I said, I've been pulling for them since the '90s, so I'm not gonna give up.
No, and if that's your team, it's your team.
Oh
I
wow.
was hoping when I moved out here that the Panthers would do something, but oh my gosh, that's a easy team to beat. But all right, we are at time. I am going to go ahead and present this and spin this before my phone tells me I need to. So here we go. Good luck, everybody, on the sweet potatoes.
Man, that's got such a great nose to it.
And yes, I put an R at the end of taters. RB.
RB.
Wow. RB actually hit
Congratulations.
one, and it's for 20. Wow. We certainly have to let that confetti die down. All right.
Hmm.
Congratulations. And here
Man,
we
have you ever
go.
tried that one?
What's that?
Have you ever tried that Redbreast? What is this? The PX
I have not.
Pedro Jimenez
No.
cask?
Is it
It's a
good?
sherry. Yeah, it's quite good. It's
Okay.
got a great nose to it.
Oh, there's my alarm, and I'm posting corn pudding. Now, this is one I haven't
Really?
done. Yeah,
Corn pudding?
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we've had cream corn, we've had
Yeah.
hominy or whatever here and there,
Yeah.
but not corn pudding. So I don't know
Not pudding.
where regional probably, and that may
Yeah,
be a north
that's
thing. I don't
definitely a
know,
south. I think it's probably a southern thing there, but
maybe, but
man,
I've
I don't
lived
know.
all over the South. I've
I
never.
remember eating corn pudding for
Mm-mm.
Thanksgiving.
But regardless, that's what the spin is.
Hmm.
I know, and to
That's
be
all right.
ranked the high, it was 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's ranked fifth on the list. Huh. Corn pudding. Now the rest of it, yeah, it's all slam dunk, self explanatory.
Yep.
But that one's
Stuffing,
the one. When I was writing it
ham.
down, I was like, corn pudding, seriously.
Wait.
And they showed a picture of it, and it looked like squares. It looked like lemon squares,
Hmm.
and they had it cut into little
So
squares, and they called it corn
like
pudding.
cornbread kind of.
But they call yeah, but it looked wet, like it looked soft
Hmm.
and moist.
Well, that's odd.
Not cornbread moist, but
Yeah.
yeah, like a corn fritter or something.
Oh, okay. Now I like corn fritters, or I've
Well,
made plenty of
that's more
those.
fried, with corn in
Yep.
it. But this looked more like the corn was like they had mixed it with a bunch of stuff and put it in a baking dish and baked it and then cut it like fudge.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's different. I'm not sure that I've ever had that before. Then.
Yeah, it didn't ring a bell with me, and I'm like, to be fifth in popularity?
Well, I've heard of corn pudding,
Yeah.
but
But I don't know where they took the survey.
excuse me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me cut out here for just a
And
second.
we will try to keep the interest of the crowd going then. Mm. As I sip on my Yingling lager. And the reason, let's see, can't see the word corn without thinking about the Corn Kid video. It's everywhere. Corn Kid video. I'm going to have to remember that one now. I'm going to have to make me a little note. Corn Kid video. Okay. I got to write this down. Corn Kid video. And I'll check that out. But so yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. I haven't really been watching a lot of. I guess it's on YouTube probably. Uh, oh, loves him some corn. All right. Um, yeah, we the reason I'm drinking beer tonight is we were drinking some beer earlier while we were watching the game, so I didn't want to switch over to whiskey after drinking. And I'm drinking Yingling lager. It has really a lot of flavor. If you haven't had it, for a domestic beer that is priced the same as all other domestic beers, it's really, really good. And we have it iced down, so it's really cold. We had to make room in the fridge. My wife's like, y'all have too much beer in the fridge. I need the space because she was prepping stuff ahead of time to bake. And now all the leftovers went in afterwards. So, I just went and got a big bag of ice and iced down I call it a Yeti, but it's really a Tiger. Yeah. What up, little Jay? If he's there, yeah, he's here. He's over there with his headphones on because it gets a delay. So if he's watching the show, yeah. He may just be watching regular YouTube. So what? You probably had to do what I'm about to have to do shortly. I don't know.
I had to go out there and water a tree.
Yeah, there you go. See a man about a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Look to get
Talk to old
fortune.
man about a horse.
Yep. Yeah. But
Even though it's raining.
yeah,
Well, it's sprinkling just a little bit here right now.
And we've had beautiful weather here last several days. We had some rain come through. It's been a little warmer too here. We were up
Yeah,
in the 60s, I think, today.
yeah, it finally warmed up a little bit here. It's been down in the 40s here for
Hmm.
most of the last week and everything, but today it finally warmed up to about the 60s. Like I said, I'm in my garage right now, and it's
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah.
I'm
We
turning
had.
on the little heater right now.
I think we had a couple of nights where it went down 28, 29 overnight. But
Oh no, we ain't seen that cold yet.
yeah,
I'm a lot further south than you are, though.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Austin. Because
Hmm.
if you draw a straight line over, you hit Oklahoma City. So you're that far,
Well,
south.
Oklahoma City is north of me.
That's what I meant though. From
Oh,
me,
from where you are. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you just go straight to Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis, Little Rock.
Hmm.
You keep
And it
trucking.
hit Texarkana and it hit a little bit south. There
Well,
you
yeah,
go.
but for driving straight across the United States, I would go through Fort Smith,
I-40.
Oklahoma City, and you'd see the signs for Tulsa, but you wouldn't go through it. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, over into Amarillo,
Mm.
and then keep on trucking.
Come on there, heater. What you doing?
But now I think little Jay watching the football games. What little Jay's doing? He got that YouTube
Uh,
TV going over there on that iPad. He got hooked up on that. But yeah, I
come on,
did. There was a lot of family came in tonight, and I was surprised, kind of surprised. They were like, "Oh, what is on?" I said, "Yeah, it's my studio." And oh, wow, what do you do? And they had no idea I was even on YouTube. So,
nice.
so, yeah, maybe, but a lot of them aren't interested in bourbon, you know.
Yeah.
But I told them, I said, "Well, there's a lot of people come on here that's not that interested in bourbon, or they. But see, low 20s for about 4 nights." Mm. Yeah, I think we had some of that, but not. I don't think we hit low 20s though. I think it was more like 27, and then it would stay in the 40s all day and never even hit 50. I think one day we our high was 39 or something, and then it went back down again. But it warmed back up. Yeah, RB says he was in Austin Monday through Wednesday this week. He said pretty much rained the whole time.
Yeah. Dang, RB, you should have hollered at me. Come by and
Uh,
have a
yeah,
dram with me.
yeah. See, we're gonna have to do the little cell phone swaps thing.
There you go. Oh, you
Yeah.
got my number, so give it to him.
All
Next
right,
time he's down here around Austin, he can holler at me.
all right. I'll send it to him. And yeah, I always like to get permission before I do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I understand that. But yeah, for that man, yeah, he'd be
yeah.
all right.
He'd be all right. Let's see, what time is it? 48. We might as well go on ahead and present this screen, spin this one, because we got to do the one. And then we've got everybody gets 10 entries tonight, not 5. So let's go on ahead and get this one, and then we'll do one more and get to the other one. Good luck, everybody, on the whatever corn pudding is.
RB. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Oh,
Gawani.
Gawani. Oh, it's rigged. I know it.
Now, Gawani, that's the second one. If it lands on Gawani again, Gawani will get the entries, but I will also spin again. So to give other people a chance.
Yeah, right, RB.
All right, let's see
I thought
here.
it was you for a second myself. Had a little old
I didn't.
pause right there.
Yeah, I didn't see the pause. I was just seeing them flick by. So
Oh, it paused on RB for a second, and then spun about 3 or 4 more names, and it said Guani.
oh wow.
At least
All
on my
right.
end of it, anyway. All right, I'm done with that. I'm not messing with it.
Now pumpkin pie is this one. So here's your
Mmm.
pumpkin pie.
Like me some pumpkin pie with a whole lot of whipped cream on top,
Now like even
No.
growing up, like when at my grandmother's house, at other relatives, at home, we would make cobblers,
Yeah, yeah. Apple
like
cobbler
apple and
or
peach
peach
cobbler,
cobbler. Oh yeah, yeah.
but we never made the apple pie. Not
Oh, we had
for
apple pie. It's
Jerry J.
un-American not to have apple pie.
Check your spelling there, Jerry J. Pumpkin pie. That's just rigging against yourself there when you spell it wrong. But no, I mean we had apple pie, but it was mostly summertime. When we would
Yeah, oh
do
yeah.
apple.
Yeah, that's when you have apple pie, summertime or actually fall. It's about the best time to have
Yeah,
it because
yeah.
that's when all the apples get ripe and you can have you get some fresh apples.
Oh yeah,
Some
and we
Granny
used to
Smith.
hit the farmers markets, and they would do the festivals, around stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and pecans. They do a pecan
Yep.
festival here. Oh, excuse me, nearby, and of course, people are selling pies.
Yeah.
Man, my oldest one at home made the
Oh yeah, the
pecan
crumble.
pie this year.
Mm.
Learning to cook, and man, it was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
It was a
pecan
little
pie.
runny, but I like it that way.
My wife makes a really good chocolate pecan pie. That's
Oh,
good. It's more like like your chocolate pie,
uh-huh.
but then add in pecans to it as well. So you have a little bit of pecans that are cut up in the pie itself, and then of
Okay.
course you lay the bigger and like whole halves on the top like you would a normal pecan pie.
I just
Oh man,
remember
that
what I
stuff's
thought about
good.
earlier. I said before I spun, I was going to tell you where I had the best key lime pie. And I've had a lot of them from all over.
Thank you,
It's at
Pullman.
a it's at a restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky.
Uh huh.
Down, shoot, I'll have to get the name of the restaurant. But if Fu Man Shu was here, Shu Man Fu, he could tell you what the restaurant was because he went to
Yeah.
Louisville with me, and we went by there just to get the key lime pie. And they're like
Wow.
this big around. They're personal size key lime pies.
Oh,
The
nice.
crust was so buttery and good,
Buttery, flaky.
and
Mmm.
yeah, and the well, it was grainy because you do the graham crust. They
Oh,
do
okay.
it.
Yeah, graham cracker crush.
But man,
Gotcha.
that key lime pie was perfect, and they had
Oh
homemade
yeah.
whipped cream on top, like the
Oh.
little dollop things.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, and they put a little zest over
Mm-hmm.
the cream. Oh wow,
Oh
it was
yeah. Little lime
fantastic.
zest on top. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
and it
that
was
sounds
so good.
awesome.
Yeah,
My mouth's watering now. Oh,
yeah, it was
dang.
creamy, but you could cut it like, and it would stand up on the fork,
Mm-hmm.
but it would melt in your mouth, and that was
Perfect.
yeah. I'm gonna
See,
grab
that's
another
why
beer.
pie is so good.
Mhm.
Dallas
Yeah, I just
Cowboys won.
all
Woohoo.
right. Well, I just don't eat a lot of sweet stuff. I mean, I will
Nah,
every
me
once in a
neither.
while, but I'm gonna grab this
Well,
beer.
I take it back. I eat sweet stuff like late at night with a glass of
Oh,
milk
there
or
you go.
something. Instead of like milk and cookies, I'll have like a milk and a couple of ding dongs or something. Or what's the apple, the little not apple, oh, oatmeal pies,
Oh yeah,
oatmeal
yeah,
cream
yeah.
pies. I'll
Like
have
the
like
little
one,
Debbie.
yeah, the little Debbie apple pie, oatmeal pies. I'll have one of those with some milk or something at night, maybe a couple of cookies or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Key
just
lime fudge,
I'd
really,
rather
Jerry
have
J.
uh-oh.
Twinkies. Well, Twinkies are all right. Those things will last 20 years by themselves. There's so much
Yeah.
preservatives in those things. But I never heard of that, Jerry. Key lime fudge.
Man, I
Hmm.
bet that's good though. Well, we
My
went to a
grandmother would make normal, your normal dark chocolate fudge, and then peanut butter fudge. I love that. Peanut butter
yeah.
fudge is so tasty.
Uh,
The Bucky's down here, I just picked up. I went by because I went down to Rockport this last weekend, and I stopped at Bucky's and got some regular chocolate fudge and their Rocky Road fudge, and it
yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, there was a place in Vegas. I bought some fudge, but I went. They had a key lime fudge, but it was pretty expensive, and so I love raspberry, and they had a
Mm.
raspberry fudge, and so that's
Oh
the
yeah.
one I got. But they had a key lime fudge there, but it was like I said, it was pricey, and I'm not that big of a sweet eater, and they give you such a big chunk of it that I didn't want to
Yeah.
get two different
Yeah.
flavors.
Like this big a chunk. Yeah. I have to try some. Now that I know it exists, I'm gonna be
Mhm.
looking for it. I'm gonna have to try some of that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, but I did see it there. They had,
Thank you, Fulton.
gosh, they had a lot of different fudges. They were swirled fudges. They had one that was like salted caramel chocolate
Oh
fudge,
yeah.
you know. But they had, like I said, the raspberry fudge. They had um, key lime
Uh,
fudge. They had lemon meringue fudge. They had Boston cream fudge. So it
oh,
was
so basically they turned all the pies into
in the
fudges.
fudges. Yeah,
Hey, I'm good for that.
yeah, sure. But we are at 7:55. Just a few more minutes. We're going to spin this pumpkin pie around
Oh
and see who
man,
wins.
I might have
And
to be hunting
again,
me a
if you're just
bottle of this
joining,
stuff.
all entries are double tonight. All of them.
Double
So,
two time.
yeah, I used to like oatmeal cream pies, the little Debbie things.
Yeah.
Uh, I also used to eat moon pies every once in a while.
There's an old one.
Yeah,
Old moon pies.
I found a
Moon
place they
pies
had.
and a ski.
Yeah, they had homemade moon pies,
Mm.
and man, I was like, well, I don't know if I want it. And he said, here, and he cut one up and put it up there with toothpicks in it,
Yeah.
and I got it, and I was like,
Yeah. Give me
mm.
two.
No, I said, awesome. And then I turned around and I said, thanks for the sample. And I looked at one of the kids and I was like, y'all want a homemade moon pie? No. I was like, well, I appreciate it. And I was walking away and I was like, oh my God, that thing almost sent me into anaphylactic shock. It was so sweet.
Oh yeah, they're sweet. That's for sure. What was the what was the one that was all like basically marshmallow?
That's a moon pie, basically.
Yeah.
Well, it's got the cookie on each side, marshmallow in the middle, and then they were either yellow or chocolate, like vanilla or chocolate.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's what it is
But
then.
yeah, now RB brought one up, zebra cakes. The is that yeah, I think those are little Debbie's. My dad used to do vending, and so I get Hostess and Little Debbie mixed up sometimes with some of their things because one of them had Ding Dong, and the other one had the like cupcake with the chocolate on top and the little
Hmm.
white swirl across it.
Yeah, and the zingers.
Oh, banana moon pie. That was the yellow one. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't care for banana. The that artificial banana flavor. I'm just
Right.
not much on it.
Now, what about banana Foster
No, that's good.
with the
I like that.
caramelized sugar and
Yeah.
stuff? They have a breakfast place here in Winston-Salem. It's local, but they do a bananas Foster French toast.
Oh, that'd be good. I'd eat that.
Now, I got it, but I also got sausage and egg and stuff
And business. Yeah.
because I have to have something to get that sweet out of my mouth, you know.
Yeah.
58. We're going to go ahead and spin this one. We're going rapid fire here, but pumpkin pie. Here we go. 20 entries.
Oh, there you go, Big Daddy H. Yoo-hoo and donuts.
There you go.
Get you one of those. Oh, what's the ones? They're long, and they have the like the Boston cream filling on them.
Oh, yeah.
Got chocolate on
That's
top.
Sheba. That's Lori.
There you go. Lori got one.
20. All right. Let me draw again.
What is that donut called?
Go on,
Yeah.
eat. Now I'm going to spin again, but let me write this down. Plus
Is that
20
three
here.
for Guani?
Yeah.
Guani talk about rigged. What's he? What? Come on.
But I'm going to draw again.
Come on, me.
And
I need
here
some
we go.
wins.
Fulton.
Oh, Fulton.
All right. Now we have 3 more, and one of them is going to be worth 40. So let me let that die down. I will stop sharing. Yes, I know, phone. It's that time. I'm doing it. But I'm going to prep this tool for after we do the everybody gets a trophy. And this is pretty simple here. Let me copy it. And then,
Right then.
but I'm not going to paste it yet because we are going to start put me in. Now, this is where I have to really watch the chat. So,
All right. Well,
here we
I'm going
go.
to say put me in.
Oh, yeah, we got you.
Put me in, coach.
All right, RB.
I'm ready to play today.
Tony.
Oh, Mike Carrier got it.
Yep.
That's a good old song.
Big Daddy.
I'm ready to hear Big Daddy H play some guitar and sing a few.
Boy, I tell you what, man, YouTube does not like me to play music. I lost a
come
whole
on,
bunch
I
of
mean,
revenue off that crap.
dang. That's all right. We had fun.
Yeah, we did.
I'll throw you an extra 20 if you and Big Daddy H get on there and play some. I'll throw you all a 20.
Boy, they just totally raked me over the coals there.
I don't understand why. I mean, because it's y'all playing, you know. Granted, now you're playing,
I
older
don't
stuff and this,
mind.
that, and the other,
I
but
don't mind
it's
when they do the share, like you have to share. But the problem is, I play 2 minutes of a song, and they want shared revenue for the whole freaking episode.
Hmm.
And it's playing ads throughout because when they're so long, they should get something around them. But yeah.
Well, what if you did it as a private stream or something,
Oh yeah,
like
I
a
use
members
that all day
only
long.
thing
I
or
just can't
something?
monetize them.
Well, that's fine.
But
We don't care. I mean,
they
hell.
were killing me though on everything else. Like
Oh,
they were putting claims up, and I didn't even have them monetized, and I got warnings and stuff like that, so I had to quit doing it.
I don't know, RB. Yeah, it just that kind of stuff didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, RB. If you don't sound anything like the song, then. But I don't know, man. They've got those algorithms going, and they, you get hit. But I mean, but they were warning me on my entire channel.
Wow.
And so I came up with the Bourbon Bounty After Dark, but then
There you go.
we hit budget season at work. End of year's hard. I just didn't have time to go live, and other things in life come up.
Well,
But
hopefully, by the end of the year or beginning of next year sometime, we can do some after dark stuff.
yeah, well, Gawani, what it was is the reason I created Bourbon Bounty After Dark is they were hurting my Bourbon Bounty channel because I wasn't doing things that fit the format of the show. They want you to have a niche and stick to it. And then what they'll do, there's CPM, RPM, those things where it calculates how much revenue you make. And it's based on 1,000 views. And my RPM went from double digits down to like $5 and something. So I just wasn't making any revenue off of people watching. Like even when they watched my regular bourbon review, it was killing me. So I had to make some changes to the show. I had to take out Sunday Sip Along. I had to do a lot of things because it was dragging my CPM down, my revenue.
Dang YouTube. Mm.
But now I'm back up into double digits again, which means the ad bids I get, better ads on my content.
Okay.
And I've cleaned up the show where we're not playing any music. We're not, because there's people out there that might make, like where I might make $12, they'll make $2.75 or something,
Yeah.
off the same number of views. So just because these people are doing covers, if they do it all the time, it fits the format. They just, I'm trying to grow the show. I'm trying to do this and make it better and bigger and badder so that we can give away stuff and we can do all this stuff. I mean, I can't keep doing a sustainable show like this and be in the toilet on the revenue.
Yeah.
So, that's just the way it goes.
Yep,
I would have to stop doing, I either had to stop doing the giveaway show or change my, other content, and I wanted to keep the giveaway show. So, yeah, that's the way it is.
I need to hand deliver you a couple more bottles to review.
All right, I have 10 people on here. I'm going to read these up. Whoa, I see Jerry J. Hang on. I almost missed Jerry J. Now I'm going to read off the put me ins. If I do not read your name, I did not get you. So put it in there again. Mr. Great Shot, RB, Gawani Ostanaco, Newfoundlander Ingalls Family, Mike Carrier, Big Daddy H, Kitty 303, Kathy Bates, Jimmy Lakari, Sheba B, who is Lori, and Jerry J. That's what I have right now. If I did not call your name and you are here, everybody gets 10 entries. Oh, there's Fulton. All right.
He snuck it in there at the last second.
So now we're at 8:06. I am going to put stop, put me in. But if somebody puts it in there in just a little bit, I'll give it to them. But I got to get this next hashtag out there.
There you go.
So here we go. It's mashed taters.
Mashed taters. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
like me some mashed taters.
She made some creamy mashed potatoes today.
Put any garlic in them taters?
Oh, yeah. They were good. Holy moly. I mean, she said, man, we're going to have a lot of mashed potatoes left over. And I said, I'm not sad about that.
Nope.
They were good, man.
Like me some mashed potato pancakes, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was talking about doing and making and frying them,
Yep.
And making the little patties and things like that.
Oh, good old mashed potato pancakes.
Oh, yeah. Make some gnocchi.
Yeah, there you go. That's good, too.
And that guy comes up and he goes, oh, can I help you? Yeah, I'm looking for ganache. He said, gnocchi? He goes, yes. He goes, I'll five. Yeah.
Do some of that ganache.
Yeah, got to have lots of garlic in them. That's what you got to have
it. Even a little bit of wasabi doesn't hurt neither.
Oh, and I made one time I took had a special occasion, but I was doing a big batch of mashed potatoes, and so I took a garlic whole head of it, and I cut it into slices, and I had the big ramekin dish, and I put the olive oil in there and roasted them.
Oh, there you go.
With that, and then when that was all cooked down, I pulled the I call it paper, that stuff out, and just took a fork and kind of mashed them around, and because they were soft, and I just dumped that whole thing into the mashed potatoes and mixed them all up. That was good.
I'll take the whole clove, put it in like a little ramekin, put it in the oven, bake it that way, pull it out, and then take the whole clove and just go squeeze like this, and everything comes right out. Put that in your mashed potatoes. Oh, that's good eating.
Oh yeah, and
mix
I wanted
that in with some half and half and some butter. You're good to go.
Yeah, I wanted that little bit of olive oil in the bottom, that the extra virgin, because it flavors that oil And
Yeah.
then you mix it into mashed potatoes, and it just
Oh,
it
there you
spreads
go.
the flavor out better or something. Maybe I'm fooling myself, but it was good.
Yeah, olive oil is good. Period. And if you can, if you got some flavored olive oil with some roasted garlic, more
Hmm.
the better.
Oh yeah, pour a little bourbon in there.
Yeah, a little bit of bourbon don't never hurt.
That's one thing I was thinking about. People have been asking me to do more of the bourbon burner series where I'm cooking with bourbon.
Hmm.
And I've been thinking about bringing that back, but I'll have to find time because I'm trying to do these documentary films. I'm trying to coordinate,
Yeah.
all this stuff. And that's just a big setup because that's multiple shots. When I'm doing my weekly review, I've got a template for it. It's one camera setup, one shot, one take. It's
Yeah.
5.5 minutes to 6, 7 minutes long. The editing, is all right there. Boom. But when you're doing those multiple shot things, that just it's time consuming. So I may
Yeah.
have to do like one a month or something
There you go.
instead of committing to one every week. Um, Wagyu hamburger last
Mm,
week.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you get a good one now, some of them call them they call them Wagyu, and they're not. Uh, but yeah, if you had a good one and it was rifled with the good fat content, and they
Mm.
didn't
And
overcook it,
rare.
yeah, medium, ish,
Yeah.
rare to medium rare.
Medium rare at least.
But that's where
At the
they have
very
to take
least.
the steak and they grind it themselves,
There you
so
go.
you don't have any other matter in it.
Yep.
That's not good. But yeah, that those if you get a good one, they are fantastic.
Oh yeah. You can get a Wagyu brisket down here now.
Oh wow! If you have a really like a good grade
I'm
of
not paying the money for it though.
no, but if you have a
I make
really
you a good
good
brisket just regardless.
yeah,
I don't need to
but
get the Wagyu brisket.
yeah, if you have a really good grade of Wagyu beef, though, it's so rifled, it's so tender
Fatty.
that you can just make a hamburger steak. I mean, you don't have to grind it.
Oh
Just
yeah.
cook it and put it on the bun and build
Yep.
it. And wow,
Squish. Yep.
yeah, because your
Yeah, you
teeth will
don't even
cut.
hardly have to chew it.
No, it'll cut right on through.
Yep. Cut that thing with your pinky. Mm,
Yes,
crazy.
but yeah, some good stuff. All right, we are at. Oh yeah, give it just a. Yeah, we're about at that time. We'll give it another minute or two. Fit these last spins in, and cooked it myself. Yeah, I got the beef. Was good quality, not cheap. Yeah, that's when you
Oh yeah.
know. Yeah, if you go to a place and they say we have Wagyu burgers for $9.99, you're not getting
No.
Wagyu burgers.
No. No. Give that up.
Yeah, it
Mm,
was like we were in Maine.
man.
My mother-in-law moved here. She lives here now, uh, close to us. But when she was in Maine, we would go up and visit, and I love lobster rolls. They're good ones.
Mm, yeah.
And I said, I mean, I'm paying $16 a lobster roll sometimes,
Yeah.
and I said, well, they say they have lobster rolls for $6.99. She's like, you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
She's like,
Yeah. Yeah. You can go get you one of those, but
huh?
you might not be so happy with it when you. But
Oh, the best one I had though. Let me spin this, and then I'll tell you about
all
the
right, Tim.
good one. So we are going to spin this one for 20 entries still. Here we go. Good luck, everybody, on the mashed taters and
Mashed
smushed taters.
taters.
Now, I will say this: they're a smash potato.
Oh.
Oh, that's Lori plus
Right.
20. And now I'm going to draw again. Here we go.
Come on, Mr. Great Shot. Need be some points. Oh,
Mike
dang.
Carrier.
Mike Carrier got me.
All right. All righty. Mashed potatoes are out of the way. Let that confetti die down, and I'll set this next one up.
Oh,
The reason I don't let Lori confetti died down when I said that goes to Sheba B. It's because she can't see it.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Winter turkey dinner.
All right, man. This they put this together now.
Quality.
They put this together,
Is this
and
number two?
this is number two.
Turkey and gravy is number
Yep.
two.
Oh, there's my alarm.
Wow. So what do they think's number one? Ham?
No, what's the only
That's-
thing we haven't named tonight? We've talked about it a lot, but it hasn't come up in the.
I don't know.
I think people like it as well or better than the turkey itself. And that's going to be number one, and that's going to be for 40 entries to the wheel.
I just like the turkey and gravy myself, but
Oh, the grade 7 on the Wagyu. Seth, happy Thanksgiving to you. Hope you're having a good one. We are
cheers,
on
Seth.
hashtag turkey and gravy right now for 20 entries to the wheel.
I need to type it in myself.
All entries tonight are doubled because this is the last week. Next week, we are going to be giving away the nosing kit and all the rest.
Guani, if you don't like turkey, do you like the ham, or you're like more of a vegetarian type person? I mean, I
For
had a
my,
vegetarian over for my dinner today. He didn't have any of the turkey, but he had stuffing and a vegetable plate and the green bean casserole and that kind of stuff. So,
oh man, if we had had a vegetarian today, they would have been stuffed.
Oh, he got full. I mean, no,
Oh yeah, because
he had some pumpkin pie and everything too. So
I believe turkey was the only meat we had at all. Because this year when she made the Brussels sprouts, because I like Brussels sprouts, and she didn't do them in bacon.
oh,
And they were
I
really
like them in
good. She
bacon.
just did them seasoned and roasted, and they were really good.
There you go.
Yeah, it's the number one is a combination um, uh, thing. I'll post it, but yeah, it's the stuffing stuff.
Okay. Yep. Well, I love me some stuffing. Well, dressing. And
Yeah, I guess
I've
it
had
depends on
the
how
only
you
one
make
I
it.
didn't care for. I had oyster dressing
Oh
years
yeah, I
ago.
know people that do that. Yeah,
I mean, I had raw oysters as well. Sorry,
yeah,
off the table. I had raw oysters this time, which is not something I would normally do for a Thanksgiving dinner.
right.
But I've had oyster stuffing, oyster dressing before at a friend of mine's when I was down in Florida, and it was good, but
Yeah,
not
I
something I
bet
would normally eat.
I'm a big fan. I love oysters. I love them on the
Mm.
half shell. I love them. Uh,
Rockefeller.
yeah, all of it. I love them.
Yeah.
Fried,
Oh
cooked,
yeah. Oh
roasted.
yeah.
I can eat them all. But I was not a huge fan of the oyster dressing.
No, I wasn't either.
Now, I mean,
It
I
was just
ate.
odd.
Yeah.
It's all right, but it's a little odd. I mean, I'm used to your
Oh
normal
wow.
breadcrumb kind of dressing, and then the cornbread style of dressing.
Right. We
Because
had bread.
Western Kentucky, so.
We had the bread. She did bread dressing this year with French baguettes, and
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
That's awesome. When
But
she
that
toasted
does
it up
sound
herself and
good.
made it in nice little cubes and everything else.
Yeah, and all that, and
Oh man,
soaked it in
so
the
good.
chicken broth and all that. Yeah,
Oh yeah, perfect.
man, it was
Oh, that's so
good.
awesome. Love that stuff. For dressing that sage. Oh yeah, sage and dressing. You're right, Big Daddy H. That
Uh
stuff
huh.
for Thanksgiving. But a turkey and everything else, sage is a go-to. You got to have you a little bit of sage.
The only time I did, I was with my first wife and I was cooking the stuff, and I had made cornbread and I had it all moist and everything, with the chicken broth and all that, and I had it all crumbled up. And I took the little thing of sage because it's usually a little, like McCormick's or something.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And I went, thunk. I was going to shake it on there, and the top came off. Boom.
Oh no.
And it was bad.
Thick.
It was
Oh man,
green.
it was thick.
We had green.
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh no.
All right, it's that time. We are going to share the screen, and we are going to do this one, and then it's to number one. Good luck,
Yeah, there you go.
everybody.
Just a little bit of sage goes a long way.
Yeah,
Same thing with
man.
rosemary. You
Oh,
don't need a whole lot of rosemary.
Wow. Plus
Hey,
20.
Lori got some more points.
All right. Hey, you know what? It's been missing on that. It's been missing on her. She's due to catch up because she
Yeah.
was getting several, and then it just stopped landing on me. Oh, look at
Hey!
you, man.
I finally won one. Awesome.
All right, this last
Oh.
one now is for 40. So
Gawani's gonna say rigged. I guarantee it.
Gawani's had
Oh, give me grass on that one. All right then. Hey,
looks
that's
like
about
it
time I
might
won
be-
one. I've been in that every one so far. It hadn't. Oh, there it is.
it might be
Yeah.
rigged in Gawani's favor. Now, this is the way it was written. So there is a
Well, at least I
slash
won
in
one.
this one. Stuffing slash dressing. There you go.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was having people wait,
Now-
because
This one's for 40, right?
this is 40.
Oh, I'm getting in on this one. I
So
need me some
the
points.
Number one dish.
Thank
And
you,
whatever
Kathy.
poll they took was the dressing, not the turkey. I did go over to somebody's house one time to eat because I was in between in the Air Force and all, and we didn't have time to do all that. Oh, we're going to do a traditional Thanksgiving meal. You're invited. I said, okay, I'll be there. I went over
Sure.
and there's no turkey. There was
How
no
grizzly
turkey.
is that?
But there was this huge giant bowl in the middle of the table,
Okay.
and it was
Oh.
dressing
Okay.
with turkey in it. Like it
Oh.
had big chunks of turkey all in it. And
Okay.
that's the way they did it. They just they would cook the
Hmm.
turkey and then take all the meat and cut it up and then put it in the dressing.
Huh. Well,
So it
that's
was like a
different. I never heard
turkey
of that.
casserole,
Yeah.
and it was really good.
Well, hey, I'll be dang.
But yeah, it was the first time, and I was like, traditional? I was like,
Yeah.
where the bird?
So
at?
there's no turkey leg to gnaw on or something.
I mean-
Well, come on.
I was like, I'm not going to be like dissing somebody that had
No.
invited me over, but I was just,
Exactly.
I
You're
kept-
not going to be crapping on them. And come on.
No.
But, still.
but I thought they were going to come out with the turkey like at the last minute and
Yeah.
the man of the house carve it. And I thought it was going to be like that kind of stuff. But no, and I'm sitting there waiting to see the big bird come out, and it never did.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, it's in this bowl. I was like, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's different. I've never seen that before.
Well, the reason they did it, they said it keeps because it was so moist, and it makes it really moist. It keeps the meat from drying out.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's one thing. Don't stuff a bird because it will suck all the moisture out of the bird into the stuffing.
Yep.
But
Nah,
yeah,
I don't never do that.
Yeah, but it sure will. It'll suck it all out. But yeah, we are on the 40. This is for 40. And man, we had more people show up than I thought we would tonight. But I hope everybody's had a good Thanksgiving and got all this set up here, and I wanted to make sure everybody had a place to land tonight. And I'll keep doing these all the way through, whatever, and I'll let you know if I cancel one. But because I had to cancel one for Vegas, I couldn't do it there.
Yep.
But yeah,
We need to get you a store up so we can order some Bourbon Bounty T-shirts and
well,
drink cairns.
it's there. Teespring, but that's
Is
just
it?
my logo on stuff. But what I need is a way to sell my glassware.
Yeah, I want one.
And,
I want 2 or 3 actually. Because
yeah,
I'll break
and
one. I mean,
I
it's
will
just a
say
given.
this, that I already sent out the first Bourbon Bounty logo snifters to my Bottled and Bond Club members.
Okay.
So they have received their first glass every 6 months. You're a Bottled and Bond member, you get a glass. And you can't have too many. Look behind me,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got some different ones myself, and I need to get more.
All right,
And,
well, let me
even
spin
the
this.
little the toppers for those too, because here in the summertime, you have those little fruit flies and
That's
other
right.
bugs that want to come in and want to get land in your glass when you're sitting on the back porch having you a nice pour.
All right, well, here
All right,
we
come
go.
Come
Here
on,
we go.
fingers crossed.
Bam.
Give me some points, Daddy. Come on.
Good luck, whoever it is. Boom! Newfoundlander Ingalls family.
Congratulations.
And that was only their second. So that is a good haul tonight. That is 60.
Did you see RB's chat?
Sending me photos. Speedo. No, I'm not. You would never see me in a Speedo.
Oh, but, RB, at least he's not sending you pictures of him in a mankini.
Hey, let me do this. We got 4 more minutes. I'll be right back. I've had too many beer. I got to go let one out.
You. I ain't too far behind you. Yep, there you go. Congratulations, Newfoundlanders English family. Got you some extra points this time. Man, I need to get me one of them nosing kits. I'm not real sure how much it's going to help me out. I'm not sure how much it would, a nosing kit would help me out. It might help me out some because I've been a smoker for way too many years. So I think it would help some for sure. What's up there, Moxie? Let the dogs out. They all gotta go take a leak. Hey, at least Jody did mute the mic, which is a plus. We don't want to hear all that mess. Oh yeah, do it, Jerry. Got to go for some extra dessert now. It's getting too late now. You can have leftovers tomorrow because that's what they're for. Got to have you a turkey sandwich in the morning, extra stuffing, gravy on everything. That's the way to do it, for sure. Well, I think he's on his way back. Yep, I hear him coming now.
That was all critical. That was critical mass.
I bet you feel so much better about yourself about now.
I feel so much better. I may even go just a couple minutes over tonight or something. That was a seal. I really thought I could make it through before that broke, but now I couldn't make it.
Nope. Here's what it is. No worries.
Oh yeah. No, let's see. Oh yeah. Bourbon Bounty banana hammock. No, we don't need that. No, I have I did set up a lot of stuff on Teespring. I mean, there's like water glasses and stuff, but or pint glasses, things like that. But that's just the
Well, I
screen
need me a
logo.
maybe something like this here. It says Bourbon Bounty across it there.
Well, I could do it, but I have to do it here.
That's no problem. I'll order me a couple of them.
Yep. Yeah, and I need to get the. I know I keep threatening to do it because I've been doing the acid etching,
Yeah.
and I have to print the vinyl, put it on there, and then pull the transfer off.
Yeah.
Take a paintbrush, put all of the acid stuff on there, let it sit to for 8 minutes or whatever, and then rinse it off.
Yeah.
And then, but it's beautiful when it works. But I don't want to charge for them because they're not perfect.
Eh.
And we have a laser engraver that once I get, and we have a rocker for it and everything. And once I
Also,
get
it rotates
that,
the glass.
yeah, and it'll rotate the glass and while it's etching and make sure,
Yep.
and that's going to be perfect. And those, then I will look at putting them for sale.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not saying that these are janky, what I'm sending out, but they're not perfect.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
want something that looks very professional.
I mean, I'm a bit of a perfectionist myself when it comes to making things,
Hmm.
anyways. But I understand from a artistic kind of point of view that nothing's really perfect, at least the
Right.
way you want it to be. So
Well, these are all
uh,
unique. I can tell you that
there you go, and
because
that counts.
it's hard to get the vinyl on a glass that tulips
Exactly.
smooth. And if
Hmm.
I make the logo too small, it's almost impossible to get all of the little reliefs out that I have to pull out before I put the transfer on.
Yep.
So I made them big enough where it was easy for me to pull all the stuff out, and I could do it in a reasonable amount of time. But then when I
Yeah.
transfer it, it's hitting the curve, and you can't get all the little creases out, so it'll bleed
Gotcha.
a little here and there.
Ha- Have you tried like a heat gun or anything to kind of smooth that out?
Yeah, it's just the curve of the glass, and my wife prints them for me on the Cricut cutter, and I said, "Can you print these not small, but just a little smaller, just a little bit small?" Oh, you
I'll be right
getting
back.
okay? But yeah, next week, guys, if you are a member, you do not have to be present to win. But if you are not a member, please show up next week because if I spin your name and it comes up, we're going to give you a reasonable amount of time and then we're going to move along. But for members, I'll have them listed out. I'll get the extra entries for the members in before the spin next week. I will include it in the community post right before the show, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, it's going to be it's always a good time on the quarterly draw. Love it, and we'll get around. We're doing a whole show, but the entries for that show that we'll do hashtags next week, but they're not for that spin. They're for the next quarter. So this is the final tonight for entries to the quarterly drawing. The wheel will be set well before the show goes live next week. And then, but yeah, congratulations to everybody who got entries tonight. And Kitty 303, it's been fun. Thanks for joining in. Lori, Sheba B, you got 60 entries tonight from just landing on me.
Wow.
You got another 10 from the Put Me In. That's 70 extra entries that you got tonight. We also had a couple of more big spin winners. Gawani Ostinako was one of them. Got the same amount. So, guys, it's been fun. But I'm going to go ahead. I gave it a little extra time because I had to take a little break there. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you had a great time and really hope to see everybody next week.